What is up, everybody? What's up, guys and gals? We are back. We are here in Out of Ore playing the game. I let the game run for quite a while. Let's go ahead and look at the progress. So we mined up tons of iron in the last episode, enough to put like 2,000 in each one of those. So it was like nearly 10k iron. Was not expecting that much, but that's awesome. And then we got a ton of aluminum, which I've got aluminum going in both of these things right here. Lithium's done. Looks like the aluminum is also done. We could probably split off some of these others. Oh yeah, gold's done. I did add this right after I cut the last episode so I could get the gold smelted in my inventory. And then, yep, so we got 174 of that left. Actually, we'll just leave that, keep processing there. I got 1,000 steel. That's pretty good. Where's the lithium? Yeah, so let's just go ahead and sell some of this stuff. So we got 745 gold. That's 109,000. 14, almost 1,500 aluminum. 152k. Oh yeah. And then lithium. So we can definitely, I got 543,000 now. We can definitely afford the new excavator, or not excavator, the bigger loader. So I was definitely looking at the Arvik L11. We'll sell the one I've got over here. Just go ahead and pack that up. I gotta go into my inventory and we're gonna pack that one up. Here's the new one. It's got a 10 meter cube capacity. It's about 3 more than the one I've got now, and it's a beast. A little bit extra of a load. Alright, and then, yeah, this one's getting sold, so that's 54k back in the inventory. What kind of trucks can I afford right now? I mean, that's a 4-scooper right here. Do I want the tailgate or do I not want the tailgate? And if I do this, I could probably fill up 3 scoops and then take the truck to the current processing plant. But now I've got plenty of money. I can buy the excavator. Actually, I've already bought it, and set up another plant over here. I need to process all this coal and potential pay dirt, so just get it all separated. So I think this time I'll go ahead and keep you guys here and maybe just cut to important steps. I don't know. I'll probably just build that whole plant without doing it off camera. I'm gonna take out these trees. I'm thinking I'm gonna use this little part of the hill to build the plant on. Let's chop these down. I want to start processing that steel as I'm thinking about it. Let's come this way and zoom out a little bit. I kind of like being zoomed out. I've got 400 plates, no beams. I got the rods and bolts and nuts. Got tons of steel walls. Actually, I shouldn't say tons because I'll use that up real quick with how big I want to have this warehouse production facility. We're not really going to need blocks, but I still want to have some. Yeah, we'll just keep doing it how we've been doing it, except I do have 400 plates, so maybe we'll probably do 200 in each of these. We're gonna do 200 beams, and then we'll do 200 plates, and then the other half, so that'll be 180 and the rest. So we'll have 600 beams, and then we'll have 600 plates. What that currently, that ratio is set at right now. Much more aluminum. We'll wait for that to finish. So let's get a lot more coal. We could probably get some steel going now. I do got 1,000 coal. I could get at least, just grab it all. So what, 340. Guess I can make 31 more. Yeah, one thing I did learn too, you know, with this, you can use the slider, sure, and then right click the material you want to start smelting, or you can type it in, but you can't just right click this immediately. You got to either click out till that hole shows up, or that little line there, you see that? You click out, or you can hit, you know, say 100 and then hit enter, and then you click on that, and it does work even though it doesn't show up, the bubble doesn't show up. But if you do like 100 and then you click out, you'll know immediately. That's kind of the easier way, because you're already going to be clicking, typing, click, click. I don't know, just some weird stuff. You gotta pay attention to how the inputs work a little bit. Otherwise, you'll just make one steel and walk away and not realize it until you look in your inventory and see like, oh, all your iron's still there. Alright, so we got over 110 minutes of iron smelting. So we got 110 minutes that we could be digging up coal or building this little plant. Between the building the plant and getting this coal, at least a couple scoops of it, we'll probably have almost all 100 of those minutes passed. It's gonna take a minute to get all this built. I do want to have a little production facility right here by the warehouse. Maybe we'll have the dump spot right here, and then it's gonna kind of go in this direction. So yeah, maybe this will be a little how-to tutorial for anybody watching if they want to follow along how I'm gonna build this facility. It's functional. I'm not a perfectionist. Well, I actually kind of am, but I'm not the best. I'm not an expert at this game is what I should be saying. So you know, I might not be doing it the most optimal way, but from what I know, just get a couple straights. You can use the hoppers. I've been using the straights just because if you want to drive on them, it's just easier to deal with, maybe. I don't know, my opinion. Although I'm not double stacking them or doing mergers or splitters anymore because I hear there's an issue with that. And from the ratios we got at the last ore mine, using the straight I think was a lot better because the first one I didn't get jack. I hardly got any iron ore out of that one, but it was a really small starter deposit. And I was really poor at using the loader. I'm still learning. That was probably the first mine I've actually messed around with, and as you can see, the second one was a lot better. Here I am rambling again instead of focusing on what I need to do. So we'll start with 2 conveyor straights. We'll get a sorter. We're gonna avoid the ups and downs. I'm gonna kind of make this the same I did over there. Well, let's not do that just yet. Let's think about this. I do want a wash plant, and then I am gonna want 2 storages. So let's kind of let's get this set up first. So let's get this cell point moved out of the way. The walls and doors, and then there's my iron. Go ahead and move this stuff down. Why not? Okay, so we're gonna have storage over there. Conveyor straights. We'll put the radio in the inventory now. Move those right there. Sorter, wash plant. Maybe we'll use the lefts. I think those are from last time. So I need to rotate. Well, first we're gonna get into grid. That's the way I like to build. Ooh, I don't like the angle that we're gonna have to take. Wasn't even thinking. I could have sworn this was a grid when I built this. I built this on the grid. Okay, there, the grid just changed. That's good. Alright, I'm happy. First I was like, what the heck? Maybe we'll have some space between the warehouse and the dump zone. Kind of want to keep it about right there, about to the front. Yep, ore is traveling that way. I think we'll do the 2, and then we'll see about this sorter. This one may be a little bit more straight than the last one. See how deep it is. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice and convenient. This will be like a straight plant instead of a curvy plant. I'm totally fine with that. So if I did that and that, how could I make that look good? We may just put this storage bin directly on top of the other one with another straight. I'll go into here, go to production, and let's just get us a 4 straight. Yeah, so the wash plant is the same length as the straight, just on a different elevation. Now let's see if we can make this look pretty. Yeah, maybe I will have to build it all the way out. I don't know. I don't know if I like this or not. Like, that makes it look supported, but I just don't think I like having it up high like that. So that's good. That's cool. And then this would just have, you know, some support. We'll get some more steel blocks made. What direction is left for that? Okay. I like that. If I went left and I only had 1, I could probably go left again and then have the storage come up over here, and that would be our coal. Let's do left, straight, and storage, or another straight. Let's do another straight. We'll do a straight plus 1. You'll see what I mean here in a second. Maybe I didn't need the plus 1. It'll look good once I fill this in with concrete, which I'm going to do now. Now, I want polished concrete, regular concrete, rough concrete. I think rough concrete's cheaper. We'll grab 10 of these, fill those in like that. See if I can trick this. And then I want 4, 8 angles and 2 corners. We'll do rough concrete, 8 of these, 2 of these. That angled, and those should snap right in. Okay, so then, yeah, so I'm gonna have to kind of come in like this when I dump. I think that'll be alright, and then when I want to get my coal, I just come up over here, grab it. It's pretty good. Yeah, so this is a pretty simple setup. 2 straights, you got your sorter, come out of the top of your sorter and just do a U-turn straight back. I probably didn't need this individual piece here. We'll make it look pretty though. I'll probably put some structural bracing around this, have it look like one of the main attachments there instead of leaving all that floating. So yeah, definitely need to get a lot more steel blocks built up. And then I need to come up with like a color. I like the red though, like a red and a black. That's kind of how my thing is. And now that I've got a new loader, let's hop in here. Let's raise this up as soon as possible. Yeah, this just feels so much bigger than the other one, even though it's only like 3 meters cube volume more than the other one. Bucket size. Just feels like a lot. I should have let the other one, or set it next to it. First I'm gonna go in, get some red paint. Let's try it. Red midnight. We'll just do regular red, some black, and then we'll go to equipment. We'll go to the paint, and then we'll put this red in right there. Put the black in right there. We'll leave that gray. Where's that, railings and stuff? Yeah, that'll stay gray. All right, there's my shiny red tractor. I guess we'll need a fuel spot too. I might just leave that over here. Alright, we're not gonna put that on the grid. We will snap it though. Probably just face that right here for now. Alright, cool. Let's make some steel blocks and support our structure. We don't want to load it with no actual structural support. Okay, we're gonna get those done. Got some logs that need to be processed, so we'll do those. Make some wood blocks. Got some wood floors made. It's all that aluminum and steel. These are gonna be going for a while, right? Not much longer. We need to get coal, because I got 3,000 iron. All right, let's go ahead and get this dig. Get this dig on the move. I'm not even gonna fool with the time lapse. I keep messing it up. It's definitely user error, but I've got good excuses. Okay, let's see if we can dig this the angle we want. I definitely want to move some dirt over here though. Kind of fix this ledge. See, getting an angle down is like my biggest nightmare. Right on, I'm an underground miner. Haven't done any real underground mining yet, but I have unearthed a lot of mineral. See if I can get this done. That's the biggest thing, is like once it starts to dip on its own, I gotta start lifting the bucket. That was a pretty good control of the motion right there. I guess the next purchase was gonna be maybe a roller. I think that'll help a lot. We just need to get this coal, get it put away, get as much of it as we can. Oh man, hopefully I don't tip this big thing over here. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen eventually. It's just working on this hill. I definitely need to get this filled in and leveled out. It's probably gonna catch again. Alright, so what we're gonna do real quick, watch this. Just gonna kind of come over here, start widening this path out this direction, and get pushed to the left, because the game makes a lot of sense. If you're cutting into a hill, it doesn't... How slow do I have to go to cut into this? It's like it wants me going 90 tongue twister. It wants me going 90 degrees with that hill in order to cut into it. Otherwise, it's going to push you completely in the opposite direction of the hill you're cutting into. I do not like that. It's like I'm running into a block, like a rectangular block. Trying not to complain. I just have to adapt. I know what to expect, so I just work it out. That went okay. Alright, once I get this placed here, that should be enough to level this area out a little bit. Alright, get my bucket all the way down, bring it up a little bit, start to tilt this forward, get that pretty leveled out here, and then slowly push it forward, lift it up, and dump it. That worked out pretty well. Gonna get a good angle of this bucket again. Alright, let me spend some money to get me a roller. What's the difference? I've used this one before and I liked it. Asphalt. It shouldn't matter. It's probably just preference. No explanation. Alright, so we're going to try to level this out. Alright, so this should be a bit easier to manage now. A lot of the digging, because I've got the tools to do it. A little bit more that needs flattened out over here. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll clean up this little mishap. Alright, we'll switch over to this guy and try to clean this spillage up. Part of me is like, man, I built this plant a little too close to the mining edge, but I think it'll be alright. As long as I don't do too many, have too many spillages like this, it shouldn't matter, because that's the only time I gotta come at a weird angle over here. But that's usually super easy to clean up. Some of it in the cracks there, you gotta get it with this pickaxe though, if you can. What I could probably do is I could fill this in with concrete right here, and that might stop that from happening again. So if I miss, it just gets deleted. Just turn vehicles off, we'll go to rough, grab 4 of these. Go ahead and do that. Just look at the shapes real quick. Oh, they have ramps now? 3/4 ramp, and then a half ramp. Let me just try this out. Let me see what we're working with here. It kind of has more of an edge. Try this one. I just don't want it to be like too high up, but I also want it to have a little bit of an incline. Like I want something in between this and the ramp. Just more shapes. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think I'll just use those. Concrete, grab 3 more of those. And really, that's just so I'm not throwing dirt everywhere. And then technically I can come in and dump like this. Will all the dirt fall in, or will some of it get deleted if it doesn't get totally into the conveyor? Does it spill like water? Is it like a fluid, or is it like data bits that gets lost? Just do a couple more dump offs here and just see how it feels. Yeah, I have to get too close to that edge, and I didn't turn soon enough there. That's sketchy. Alright, if I start turning right here, we should be good. And the goal is to kind of get the coal to drop right from the tip of the bucket, almost where those 2 teeth stick out at the tip, because that's about perfect. I wonder if this is too close. Well, if I'm lifted up, it's probably perfect too, because that'd be an easy way to dump in, is just get your wheels up against that edge and have this at the right height, and I wouldn't have to think about it as much. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna have a path go this way at some point as well. I'm just kind of thinking towards the future. Nice. Getting smoother with this as I get that experience. I think I'm gonna end up falling off that edge at some point. I may have to build me some like barricades there, or set up like a wall. Kind of drifting to the left. It's not digging down enough. There we go. That's the angle I was trying to get. Let's just grab a couple more scoops of coal. Path is not really what I need to work on. I just need to get this coal cut at this angle. I think is perfect. Just go down the hill. Yeah, this is a good angle. It's not too steep. It's just at the cusp of an overload flip. So we still got to be a little careful. I'm going to see how much coal we got right now. Let's see if we can get some of this iron put down into steel, so we're not wasting this production time totally. Oh yeah, we got a nice chunk. Let's see what this finishes out with. That's gonna sort till it's done. I don't think there's any pay dirt around here. I just asphalt and regular dirt. I didn't get my steel beams set up, so technically we're putting a lot of weight through these conveyors with no structural support. So 3,000 coal. Let's go ahead and grab these, and then I got plenty of iron in my inventory, so we're gonna do 1,000, or yeah, 999. Do the rest there. All right, and then we're back to doing, how much steel do we got? 50, right? 75, 90. Okay, and then more walls. Go ahead and get into grid. Not gonna let me snap. Oh no, oh no. The wonderful world of, let's see if we can get that. That's the only issue I have with grid build, is it does not care. It's not that big a deal. All right, and then we'll put another on the corner here. Yeah, that one actually lets you put it on the corner, which looks good. I think that's kind of realistic on the support. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Go ahead and fill this in. I don't need to be doing any of that. It's a waste of time. I can flatten this out though. It's not a bad spot to smooth out here. What if we kind of like put like a little wall here to protect myself? This is almost perfect. You can't build these on, now you can though, just like that. That'll at least protect me from flipping. How do you paint? Just type in paint. Let's get out of buildings. Equipment, hand tools, pressure washer, paint. I've seen people paint these walls, these placeable structures. I don't know how though. Can be used to paint vehicles and buildings. Okay, so let's get like this dark orange. Wish there was like a dark orange and stripes or something. Okay, that's how you do that. Oh, you gotta buy a lot of paint. Wow. Can you make paint? I doubt they have paint processing yet. The only workbenches it would have been in is the workbench or cement mixer, and neither of those, or wash plant. None of those had anything to do with paint. I know that doesn't, unless they've added something since I've seen videos, but I've never actually placed one of these myself. I'll be getting into that at some point. Okay, so you got to buy paint, and lots of it. Takes a whole bucket of paint to do one wall paint. So we'll just grab some more of this orange. Grab 10. It's kind of like a little danger barrier. Probably would have preferred a brighter orange, honestly, but I'm not spending another $500 on paint. Matter of fact, I'm just going to sell that. Sell those. Okay. Alright, then what kind of dirt did we find earlier? I don't even think I looked at it. Or yeah, I did. I just forgot I did. 4,752. That'll pay for the paint. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and fuel up, and let's keep digging this coal out. Well, that filled up quick, and I poured some of it out. Maybe that collision's really a little more than I thought. Man, I don't know, maybe with the extra weight in this bucket, and the horsepower is very similar to the other loader, Maybe that other loader was better to keep using. This thing's struggling to get up this incline. I did my best to do a very light incline. I didn't want it to be too crazy. It's taking everything this machine has to bring these loads up. Ooh. Trying to think, like, what's a good, like, series ending goal? There was a thought in my head. You know, is it going to be possible? How long would it take? You know, once I got some big money, you know, I'm going to obviously be mining a lot of these deposits nearby, making roads to each one, probably small processing plants nearby them as well, and you know, having roads go out and lead. I want to go up into the mountains, or at least start like some underground mountain mining towards the base of it, and that mountain's pretty close, so it's like that might be doable. Let's see what we've got right now as far as coal. Done a couple more buckets. Yeah, 2,500. We got things moving and producing. I'm gonna leave that be. I want to look at stuff. I want to explore. Let's go into the map, go to vehicles, and drive the drone. Then you gotta hit map to close out. So let's kind of do a little journey this way. And I don't know if it'd been faster to run. This is super slow. Is there a way to go to like high gear? I don't think there's a high gear. Yeah, nope. So I'm wondering if there's gonna be trees even up these hills. So we can see the iron deposits I've mapped out, and I'll also be able to see more. At some point, that'd be cool if they had helicopters, and then I could fly my helicopter around and look at all my stuff. That would be really cool. Comment and let me know if we should get helicopters in this game. I think we should. Definitely something that moves around faster and lets you kind of survey the land a little bit easier. But yeah, there's lots of deposits leading in this direction. I could easily have a road going almost, yeah, kind of this way. Which way am I traveling right now? Traveling southeast. Yeah, so it looks like the tree line might end at this ridge over here, and that's almost where I would start a mining op over here. Yeah, we need to get faster drones too. Part of me wants to like angle it this way to get more thrust, but it doesn't work like a real drone. Just like a really slow cinematic camera drone. It's kind of like its purpose, I guess. Yeah, so this could be like maybe end game goal is you know, create a path all the way through here, you know, mine up all these resources, coal, iron, who knows what else, and then start getting into some mountain mining. There's a big resource deposit there and all that right there. I'm not really trying to do like quarry type mining. I'm kind of more or less doing surface ore deposit mining, and really not even worried about getting all the way down to the bottom of the barrel of each deposit. If I, you know, was playing multiplayer with a bunch more people, you know, maybe I'd put more effort and do like smaller quarries, and, you know, exploit every mine to its fullest potential. But, you know, once you start building the quarry, you're going to find everything anyway. Like, especially if it's a big enough quarry, you would end up running into all sorts of resources below the surface, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's the end game right there, is we're just going to continue this series, and we're going to work our way up toward the mountain towards the southeast. So yeah, that's north, that's east. Yeah, if they did add helicopters to the game, I'd probably build like some bases on the top of the mountain. Wonder if anyone's done that. If you've built a base on the top of the mountain, let me know in the chat. Or if you think that'd be a cool idea, let me know. And there's one map I haven't seen anyone play on, and that's that Arctic map. I wonder if that'd be a fun map to play on. Yep, so there's the good old iron mine. There's still a little bit of iron left to get out of that. For the most part, we've tapped it out, and we're getting into this coal deposit right here, which pretty much goes all the way down, way past where the storage is at the bottom of the hill, right where you see that big dig right there. So the thought is to just kind of dig this all the way down, clear as much of that coal out as possible, and smelt every bit of it into steel, and then we can either run a path up this way, or we'll continue that path there, which that would make more sense because it's already, you know, 50% of the way to that next iron deposit right there, that long little strip you can see. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm gonna cut this episode. It's been about an hour. I think we got some good quality work done in this one. I'm gonna go ahead and escape out of here. There she is, floating up there. Let's kind of look at this right here. Yeah, still got 2,500 iron smelting, got 2,500 ready. I think I have 2,500 coal, right? Yeah. Look at that. Let's go ahead and grab it. Alright, well, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and like the video. If you want to see more of this content, and stay tuned for further explorations into other games like Space Engineers, Ark Survival Ascended, maybe Conan Exiles. Will get back into that. I play a lot of survival and open world building crafting games, and that's what I'm gonna do. This game just so happened to have been on my radar and really just kind of my taste when I started streaming and video editing. I did a bunch of Path of Exiles because that was the hype, and yeah, it's okay. Nothing compares to good old classic Diablo 2 back in the day, except for Diablo 2 Resurrected, which thank God they did that right. Alright, well, I've rambled on once again long enough. See you guys in the next episode.